So while working on other videos, I was just scrolling through YouTube and looking at the highlights, and I see I see a specific video that kind of stands out with Kamala Harris. And I was like, isn't this the lady who's... I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. I put clips about it, just the hypocrisy about certain things on the border. Really telling of what they'll do to get elected. So anyway, here's a clip. Just let me know what you think.
Let's listen to the president on immigration.
Is full. We don't want people coming up here. Our country is full. We want Mexico to stop. We want all of them to stop. Our country is packed to the gills. We don't want them coming up.
Where would you be today if this government told your immigrant parents that this country is full?
Not only me, Lawrence, you and probably most of this audience wouldn't be here. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. This is a nation founded by immigrants. Unless, you know, your history is of your ancestors being kidnapped and brought over on a slave ship, unless you are Native American, your people are immigrants. And the idea that we have a president of the United States that on this issue has vilified a whole group of people. And by the way, I believe it is because it is a distraction for him. He talks about that wall. He wants everyone to be preoccupied with his multi-billion-dollar vanity project. And it's because he's not dealing with the real issues impacting people in our country, like the fact that almost half of American families can't afford a $400 unexpected expense. And on the issue of immigration, he has also defied who we are morally and who we say we are to the world. We have always presented ourselves as being a nation of strength with strong arms, that when people are fleeing harm, we will embrace them.
And that might be well and good. Like, you know, she could be 100% honest about it. The only issue here is there's a pattern of lies exactly like this by her, Biden, Obama. Matter of fact, here's literally a clip of Obama kind of like in an indirect way rebuttaling what Kamala Harris just said.
And no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable. We expect people who live in this country to play by the rules. We expect that those who cut the line will not be unfairly rewarded. So we're going to offer the following deal. If you've been in America for more than 5 years, if you have children who are American citizens or legal residents, if you register, pass a criminal background check, and you're willing to pay your fair share of taxes, you'll be able to apply to stay in this country temporarily without fear of deportation. You can come out of the shadows and get right with the law. That's what this deal is. If you meet the criteria, you can come out of the shadows and get right with the law. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up.
But look at what has happened with this administration. There are children who are fleeing murder capitals of the world. Let's be clear about this. Imagine a mother who makes a decision to pay a coyote to transport her child across the entire country of Mexico, facing unknown peril. She does that because she believes for that child to stay where they are is worse. But what does this president do? He virtually looks at those children and says, go back to where you came from. What do we have in this president? A policy that was about taking children, separating them from their parents, and calling it border security. No, that was a human rights abuse being committed by the United States government, and it is against the morals and the values of who we are as a nation.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come. The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
So that was a fucking lie.